It's Christmas. Merry Christmas.
It Krumma.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Krumma. It's Krumma.
Disney.
Merry Crisis.
Merry
Happy
Crisis.
Chrysler.
For all who comes to this goofy place, welcome.
Hello there, and welcome to another episode here at the Goofy Scoop podcast. Of course, I have Gray with me this evening / nighttime, I guess, with the time difference. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I
But
mean, it's dark where you are, but it's also sunny at Disney World, according to the screen behind you. So we don't know.
that's not a screen; that's a window. I'm currently on Main Street.
The window behind you. Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
no, we're in a good mood because tis the season, tis episode 6. We are talking about Christmas across Disney parks. I almost said Magic Kingdom, but it's way more than Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is definitely the shining star when it comes to Christmas. Don't get me wrong.
She's a
But-
shining star. Hey. No matter who you
are.
are.
Yeah.
Shine bright to see. Hey, who you can truly be. Okay.
All right. Anyway, we got to stop breaking down the song. Anyway, but yeah, episode 6, we're going to be talking about Christmas. It's going to be awesome. Gray, I know that this is your favorite time of year when it comes to Disney, basically. I mean, obviously, you got a Disney shirt, right? Is that a Disney shirt? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Absolutely, it's a Disney shirt. This is the Goofy Scoop podcast. What are you
How dare I
talking about?
question you? I know. I mean, I have a jacket on, but it's a Jungle Cruise shirt, people. I mean, come on.
I got
should-
my ears on. Come on, everybody, get my
Yeah.
ears on.
Yeah, you have your Santa Mickey Here's hat. It's awesome. You get 2 Christmas trees in the background. I'm not as fancy as you. I actually had to use a digital version, but got the castle and a Christmas tree back there. She's beautiful.
I love me some Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
But no, so with that being said, I went ahead and assigned myself Hollywood Studios and Epcot. I assigned Gray Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. And we're just going to basically jump into it. Gray, since you're so hyped up and this is your favorite season, before we get into it, before we start with one of those parks that we have assigned each other, tell us what you love about Christmas at Disney so much.
Oh my gosh, this could be the whole podcast in itself. First of all, in case you didn't know, it is the most wonderful time of the year. I heard someone say that at one point, and it's true. So, in case you didn't know, that's where we're at. The most wonderful time of the year, especially at Disney World. The most magical time, if you will.
I do
The most
agree.
magical time of the year. It's true. It Snopes every single night. It's beautiful. There's lights, colors, special things going on. It's amazing. But truthfully, my favorite part of Christmas is going to sound so cliche, but everyone is just so much happier. Okay. Everyone is so much happier at Christmas time. They're getting gifts. They're giving gifts. They're giving hugs. They're seeing people they don't get to see. They're joining together with, it's just amazing. And at Disney, it's no different. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I was about to say that I agree with you, but I actually do disagree with you on that last statement when you said that it's the same, even at Disney. I don't think it is the same at Disney. I think people are actually happier than, just being on like normal streets and stuff, there's a certain feel and a certain type of spirit that Disney adds to that Christmas spirit as well. Like you said, people are already happier, but you still have those bah humbugs out there, shopping at Target or Walmart or whatever. But when you're on Main Street, it hits different because everybody's on vacation, right? So,
I mean, you're right, but also maybe I'm just weird. But like when I walk into the Christmas section at Target or Walmart, it just like brings me joy.
no, I believe it. I
So-
believe it.
I mean, maybe I'm just that one guy that like, I don't know.
No,
But you're right. There's
if
always
there's one
some
and there's a
Scrooges out
ton.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, see, I mean, don't tell my parents this, but one of my favorite 5 Christmases was when I was at the DCP.
Whoa.
Working Christmas Day as a cast member, dude, easily one of my favorite Christmases. Getting to see families have a great time. I was away from my family. So if I'm away from my family, what better way to help have like create memories for these families and make it easier for them to create these memories?
We still had Christmas morning together though. We all worked like that afternoon. But
Mhm.
we all had Christmas morning and a nice Christmas breakfast together. And we watched Frozen and the Yule logs, and it was just so sweet and beautiful. It made me cry.
We were all just half asleep because we had to do it at 8 a.m., even though we went to bed at like 2 a.m. the night prior.
Yeah, well, that's Christmas. If you get sleep the night before Christmas, you're doing it wrong. Am I right?
I was told you're doing it right because you got to go to sleep for Santa.
Okay, well, maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. Fun fact about Gray: every Christmas at midnight, I like stay up till midnight on Christmas Eve and send a Snapchat to all my friends on Snapchat that says Merry Christmas right at midnight, and then I go to sleep and wake up at 4 a.m. because I love Christmas.
It makes sense. I always enjoyed waking up and looking at the stocking stuffers. I'd wake up at like 6 a.m. I'd go run, look at the stocking stuffers. I'd be like, oh, this is going to be awesome Christmas. And then I'd go to sleep. I'd go back to my room, go back to sleep until like 8:30. And then I'd go wake my parents up when I was younger.
You were a good kid. No, 5 o'clock in the morning, I was banging on the wall like, hello, wake up. It's time to go.
Ho, ho, ho. Wake up.
Get up out of your seats. Santa has come. There's presents. Let's do this.
That weird old man went through our house last night. Guys, look at the living room.
I don't care if he robbed us. He left us gifts, so that's fine.
What did he left?
He
us
took
stuff,
the TV, but everything else
what
they left on the couch.
All right, let's go ahead and get started, Gray. After we kind of discuss what we like, I guess when it comes to Disney and Christmas, we'll go. I feel like we should go ahead and start with the very obvious and start with. Oh, that's an advertisement behind me right now. That's embarrassing.
If you're watching on YouTube, Jeff's window just got changed to a car commercial. It's absolutely hilarious. Here we are. Anyway,
that's
Christmas funny. At Magic Kingdom. Honestly, so Magic Kingdom is where it all started, obviously. And Christmas in Magic Kingdom is just the place for everyone to be. But I will just go ahead and throw this out there. Don't go on Christmas Day. Okay. There's 1.5 billion people there. You can't move. Don't do it. But Christmas time in general, November 15th, great time to be in Magic Kingdom. It's beautiful. It's covered in Christmas lights. There's no one there. That's my hot take.
Disney also celebrates it from November 1st to January 15th. So there is a lot of people. I know, like, when it comes to Christmas specifically for me, after December 25th, I'm like, okay, Christmas is over. It's not like an immediate change, but like I'll celebrate Christmas until about New Year's Eve. And then I'm like, all right, the New Year's here. We celebrated something else. We celebrated the New Year. Holidays are over. But if you're not like that, you can celebrate Christmas at Disney until January 15th.
What a Grinch. You're such a Grinch. Okay,
I got the color on
Christmas
for it, I guess.
lights go up November 1st. I know that's a hot take. Just listen. Go up November 1st. Then you take a small break for Thanksgiving. The turkey tastes the same with the tree in the corner. It doesn't matter. Then you celebrate Christmas all the way until January 1st. And you go, Happy New Year. And the tree is still lit up in the corner. And then you're like, I'm kind of tired. I'm just going to rest for the next 5 days. And then on January 6th, which is traditionally Old Christmas, then you can take your decorations down.
Okay. That's reasonable. I'll give it to you.
I mean, I'm a crazy person. Honestly, I personally would love to just leave my Christmas lights on all the time, but people would judge me, and I don't like being judged. Here we are.
Yeah. Disney does a lot of the decorations for me. That's one of the I miss living in Florida when they decorated for Disney, or like decorated for Christmas at Disney.
Because you're lazy and you just don't want to decorate yourself? Is that what it is?
No, because it's one of those where it's just like if I'm in the mood, if I'm feeling Christmassy, or if I got like, okay, for instance, like the two biggest ones, like we've discussed earlier in the season, Halloween, that was a past episode. Go check that one out. That one's a good one. Or like this one right now, Christmas. It's like I could easily just go to the parks, go get my Halloween or Christmas fix, and then I could go back home and have very simplistic Christmas like decor.
And cry because your house is not decorated like Disney. That's what I would do anyway. This is why Jeff and I couldn't live together, because I would want to explode Christmas all over the house. And Jeff was like, we'll just put like a wreath on the door and that's it. And we'll call it a day. Nice. Yay, Christmas.
I could do either
No.
or. So if you want to be my roommate and you want to go all out on decorations, that's fine. But I'll probably be sitting there eating like a chocolate chip cookie with milk, and I'll be like, "Great, you're doing great. Keep it up."
That's fine. As long as you compliment me, I don't care. As long as you say, "Wow, Gray, your decorations are beautiful."
Doing
I'd be like,
great.
"Thank you. You're welcome." No, I love that. Every single door in my apartment has a wreath on it right now. So
Oh, okay, wow.
that's how far we've gone. And we have 2 Christmas trees. This is just the bedroom, people. I got 2 Christmas trees in the bedroom, then a big tree out front. And I hate to say this, all of them are covered in Disney Christmas ornaments.
Okay, that's cool.
And did I ask for more for Christmas this year? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's just how it goes. That is how it goes. So let's just jump into this. Starting in Magic Kingdom, the decor. We already touched on it a little bit. There's a giant tree right on Main Street, and it's beautiful. It's lovely. It's lit up in colored lights. It's great at night, but even during the day, it just gives you wonder.
Well, because it's so freaking massive.
It is massive. How tall? I don't even know how tall it is. It's really tall. That should have been my
Super
job to
tall.
research. We don't know. It's really tall. Probably
I'm
like
saying it
3 or 4 stories.
I'm saying at least 25, 30 feet. Easy.
Yeah, it's huge. Anyway,
Mhm.
then going down Main Street all the way down, there's garland on both sides. All of the light posts have wreaths on them. There's like different garland hanging from different signs. The one thing that I used to love was the dream lights on the castle, which are on my shirt because it was beautiful and they looked like icicles and it was the most beautiful thing in the world. And now Disney has gotten rid of those and it's just projections. And this is my one hot take for the evening. There'll probably be more, but this is my one to start off. Bring back the dream lights. I'm sorry. The projections are cool. You get to like make the castle look like a present, but like it is just not as magical. To me, the dream lights, seeing actual lights on the castle just made it so like special and real and fantastic.
Well, I mean, it's almost like CGI versus practical effects. Sometimes those practical effects are just so necessary to just involve with what you're like viewing, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, even with like the dream lights, you know what they could do is have the dream lights on and then maybe like once every hour have like a 5-minute little projection thing that happens on the castle and then go back to dream lights for 55 minutes.
Yeah, or just leave it at Dreamlights forever and never get rid of the projections, because we have projections during the fireworks shows all the time. Lame.
Yeah.
We're just being lazy. I'm just saying it. We are just being lazy.
When it comes to replacing the dream lights with projections, I do agree with you about the laziness, but those projections are super cool in Happily Ever After. So,
right, they're cool in the show. After the show is over,
dream lights.
Turn the dream lights back on. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I feel that.
Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. But anyway, other places in Magic Kingdom, they decorate the entire park, all of Magic Kingdom, especially because they have Mickey's very happy holiday magical celebration. I don't know what it's called. It's a holiday party at Disney World. And I was gonna say Mickey's Not So Scary, but that's Halloween, so that's
very merry.
Very merry. Yes, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at the parks, and there are decorations throughout the park anyway. Like during the day, if you don't go to the party, but during the party, there's even more. There's a holiday overlay at Jeff's favorite ride in the entire park, Tomorrowland Speedway. There's a holiday overlay at Space Mountain. There is the Jingle Cruise, which the Jingle Cruise goes all the time during Christmas, both months. They tell you fun Christmas jokes instead of regular fun jokes.
That's like that is the probably longest Christmas overlay on property.
And it's the best one. I mean, truthfully, I'm sorry. Like the backside of water versus the backside of water at Christmas time. It's the same, but it sounds better with jingle bells behind it. Am I right? Can I get an amen? I mean, I'm sorry, that's just how it is. That's how it goes. But really, one of the things that I love about Disney at Christmas is I've complained about this so much throughout the year, throughout other times in other podcasts. merchandise at Christmas time is on point. There are ornaments for like every single movie, every single park. All the
Yeah.
resorts have ornaments at this
Every
point.
single character, like dang near.
Yes, all the characters have like different designs, and every year there's a different pattern. And I know Disney, shout out you. I'm not dumb. I see you trying to resell stuff the next year. I know the pattern from last year, okay, because I'm a real Disney adult. But it matches a theme, and the themes go well. And for the past 3 years, have I bought a Spirit jersey every year? Yes. Will
Have
I
you
continue to
really?
buy a holiday Spirit jersey that I will probably only wear once a year? Yes.
Yes.
Because the patterns just don't miss.
Yeah.
Christmas is the time. Number one, Christmas is the time I'm going to spend my money. Sorry, it just is what it is. But number two, Christmas is the time that they just like go all out and are able to put all of their work and thought into this. And there's just something about Christmas at Disney that they just do it correctly.
Yeah.
Like Halloween, they only do a little bit, but like Christmas at Disney, the holidays at Disney, they just go ham, and I'm all for it because there's two ways to do Christmas. Number one, just don't do it. Number two, you go all out. Okay, there's no in between.
You literally just described you and me when it comes to especially
True.
like decorations.
True. I mean, in comparison, let's see. Jeff
Yeah.
has a window behind him that has Disney Christmas on it, and I have 2 Christmas trees that I decorated with the Christmas hat, with the Christmas shirt. I mean, it just is what it is. Yeah, but Disney just goes all the way. Magic Kingdom has these overlays for the party. They have the Jingle Cruise during the year. There's Christmas music playing. The Dapper Dans dress in different outfits that are red and green, and they sing Christmas music. And it's just so beautiful, and it makes me want to cry every time.
No, they do. They put so much work into Christmas. It's unbelievable. I've been looking forward to this episode for a while now, because I mean we haven't even discussed Christmas at all the last 2 seasons. And I was like, great. I was like, if season 3 is it, we have to talk about Christmas around Christmas time. Like it's a no-brainer. We have to.
Those are the rules.
Yeah,
those are the rules.
Mm-hmm. So, anything else that you have for Magic Kingdom when it comes to Christmas?
Probably, honestly, I didn't even look at my notes. My bad. Yeah, I just really want to quick talk about some of the food that they have. So I think there is a lot of holiday food, and everyone thinks about the holidays, Christmas cookies and desserts and things like that. And I will say that is basically what Disney is bringing to the table in Magic Kingdom. They've got donuts, cookies, festive drinks, but a lot of it is chocolate and a lot of it is peppermint, which I personally love. But if you don't love chocolate and peppermint, then the festive holiday food is not going to be necessarily a big thing for you, because not a lot going on other than that. But yeah, it's good, and everything is green and red, which is beautiful.
I remember trying one of the peppermint shakes at Auntie Gravity's over in Tomorrowland during Christmas season 2019. That was really good. I was with one of my friends, Victoria, and she was like, hey, I kind of want to try this. Excuse me. And I was like, okay, we could split it. And I was so iffy until I tried like my first drink, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm never going back. Like my life changed. I was like, a peppermint shake is actually pretty good. I thought it was going to be like super overbearing, but it was the perfect amount.
I get peppermint shakes throughout like the holiday season around where I live, and they're so good. In fact, I had one for breakfast this morning at 6:30 a.m. Don't tell anyone. But it was fantastic. And I mean, again, if you love peppermint, go for it. But if you don't, then there's really not a ton. There's going to be different cookies and donuts and stuff that have like green and red icing on them. But most of the festive food that I found was all peppermint and chocolate desserts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when it comes to, Disney probably making those cookies and desserts, it's going to be generic, but in a sense, it's the type of generic where that's the only place where you're going to find that type of generic is on Disney property. It's not like you're finding similar things at a convenience store outside of the Disney walls. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. No. You're very right. You're very right
Yeah.
about that. That's true.
So I mean, when you look at it, it's like, oh, that's super generic. But just the way that Disney makes their snacks and makes their foods, it's different on Disney property. Like
it's
you
true.
have to trust the process. It'll look super plain, but then you're like, oh wow, I'll take another one.
And it's bigger and better because for some reason Disney makes all their food 12 times bigger than anyone actually needs to eat. So
yeah, very true.
But Disney really focuses on Magic Kingdom. It's the main park. But there are 3 other parks, and Disney does not stop at going all out for Christmas at any of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is nice because I mean, I already brought up Halloween, so I'll bring it up again. I feel like they stop pretty hard when it comes to Halloween at Magic Kingdom because they really just have that not so scary Halloween party. But when it comes to Christmas, it seems like everybody chips in when it comes park to park to park to park.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess with that being said, did you want me to talk about one of mine or did you want to go ahead and knock out Animal Kingdom?
I was trying to do a smooth transition to you and it just didn't work. So
you really think I can take hints at this point? We're season 3 and you know I can't take hints like that.
I need you to get on top of it because that was such a smooth transition. So yes, Jeff, I would love for you to talk about Epcot
now. You want to run that back so we can try a smooth transition? I think Gray is wanting me to talk about Epcot. I'm not a mind reader, bro.
Anyway, Disney does great at Magic Kingdom and decorates its parks so well. And Magic Kingdom is the main focus, especially at Christmas. But there are decorations and Christmas all over all of the other parks, including, but not limited to, Epcot.
Yeah, I'm glad that you actually said that, Gray. I hate you. Yeah, so let's go ahead and hop over to Epcot and that smooth transition. That was an unbelievable transition. I just had to bring it up. No, okay, so I think it's pretty safe to say with Epcot, it's going to be really cool at Christmas. On a serious note, I'm not like trying to sound sarcastic anymore with this transition thing, but it's a super cool time at Epcot. Because you have the international festivals of the holidays. That's one of the festivals that they have. And okay, so like, I've been watching YouTube videos with like Adam the Woo and certain other, Disney vloggers. And they have like storytellers at each pavilion, which is really, really cool. And they just kind of tell each like variances of, like the Italian Christmas, I'm not for sure if Morocco has one, but let's just like say Moroccan, pavilion has a version, Germany has a version, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, each pavilion, and obviously at Epcot, you can meet Santa up until December 24th, which I know other parks have that option as well, but I'm pretty sure that the hours differ. Like I didn't necessarily look that up. It was more so kind of, I just knew that Santa was available to have meet and greets with. But I'm pretty sure it's probably like a certain amount of hours at Epcot and then a certain amount of hours at Studios. I think those are the 2 only parks that do Santa. I don't think Magic Kingdom does Santa except for have Santa show up in the parade for a few minutes. But
Santa also shows up at Animal Kingdom.
But there we go.
A floating river wave by. And then he moves on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now that you said that, I've seen that before. I saw that in December of 2020. Okay. I remember.
But if Santa is at Epcot and Hollywood Studios, he can't also be everywhere else at once.
Hey, he's a magic man. He's a magic man. Okay.
Oh, busy man.
But yeah, I think one of the things that you would also like too, Gray, that I was kind of doing in my research, because actually, unlike you, I noticed that you were like, man, I'm kind of like, I don't know if you want me to say this. I'm gonna say it though. But you're like, I'm kind of let down with like some of the stuff that I, found for my notes with Disney. Like I thought there was gonna be a little bit more.
Okay, originally I was bummed in a lot of my research because I just love Christmas so much. And I think that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, Disney does it so well because it's amazing. But then I was like looking stuff up and I'm like, okay, they put up a tree. Cool. Like I was like, what? There's gotta be more, right?
Yeah, no, I totally feel what you're saying. Cause like even most of my notes, not some, but most of my notes, I knew about them, but it was more so of like a reminder or like a refresher. because the thing that I feel you would really like is the candlelight processional.
Oh, I love the candlelight processional. My family and I went
Okay, see, I've never
when
been.
we worked there. Yes, it's so good. And they normally have big stars like Neil Patrick Harris, John Stamos,
Mhm.
Stephen Curtis Chapman, and like a few other people have like led it. And that was when we worked there, that was the week that I met Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah,
Fun
that's
fact.
super cool. Yeah. I know that Neil Patrick Harris shows up quite a bit. I just lost the other guy's name that, shows up quite often, but I do remember looking in my notes like this year in 2023, Brendan Fraser, if you like the Mummy movies, he's, the main star in the 3 Mummy films, but he's,
Never seen him, but that's okay.
yeah, he's the host like December 12th to December 14th, which, I mean, had just passed basically. But I mean, that's an example of some people that host it. And like you said, Neil Patrick Harris. So I'm really excited to see that in the near future because I didn't get to see as much Christmas stuff as I really, really wanted. But when I was researching the candlelight processional, I was like, wow, this sounds really cool. I know if I bring this up, Gray is going to be like, wow, what is that? Or have the reaction you had. And oh my
Yes.
God, it was great.
Yeah, no. I love the candlelight processional. It's beautiful. One of the girls that I worked with at the boardwalk when we were there actually like joined the chorus or whatever that was a part of it. So that was really cool. And they
Yeah,
all
that
have
is
fun
cool.
costumes, and you get to hear like the story of real Christmas, and whoever the person is that's like leading it for the night does like talks about their own Christmas traditions and how Disney's involved in that. And truthfully, it's just really cool to see how Disney is involved with so many people's lives across the world. Celebrities, regular people. Celebrities are regular people, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, people in the light, yeah. But okay, so you know how we also discussed during Halloween how they don't do anything for Spaceship Earth
Was I wrong?
well, I don't know. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
just
that
for Halloween. Oh,
yeah, just for
okay. More
Halloween.
at
Yeah, yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
No, but for Christmas, they do.
Love it.
Spaceship Earth has Christmas lights on it. They have specific Christmas
Yeah.
lights, so you have to check those out as well. I mean, you could obviously see it outside of the Epcot walls, but it's cooler to see it up close, right? But they have that as one of the things that goes on is at Epcot during the holiday season for Christmas. And then they also have a thing called the Cookie Stroll. Are you familiar with this? Because I didn't hear about this until I
Yes.
looked up some notes.
The cookie walk during the festival of the holidays. Yes, you go around to each country and you get a cookie.
Yep. And if you get like a certain amount of cookies, then you get a like a voucher, like some proof that you got like the 7 cookies or something like that. And then
Yeah.
you get a specific cookie after reaching the 7 cookie goal or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was not aware of this, and it just I know, and I even had like Mikey, our last guest, he reached out to me when we did the Halloween episode. He goes, "You guys have a lot of audacity, especially you, Jeff, for doing a Halloween special and never going to a Halloween party." And it's like now I feel the same way about Christmas, but if anything, this is just making me super excited for living there once again during the Christmas season, like doing the research and just discussing certain things that Disney has to offer. So
that's very true. And I will say we have never been to a Halloween party. And one of the things about Disney is if you don't go to the Halloween party, as far as Halloween goes, there's not much to experience.
Mm-hmm.
But with Christmas, if you don't go to the Christmas party, there is still plenty of Christmas to go around. There's still plenty of other stuff that you can do. I mean, the Cookie Walk is a great example. There are trees at every single park. There are holiday overlays on some of the rides. There's light shows. I mean, there's parades. There's just so many things that go into it.
It's so much. And just to give you guys an idea of, with the Cookie Stroll, I went ahead and wrote down some of the cookie options. I mean, you got to have the cookie options, right? Come on. But it's like a Linzer cookie, a gingerbread cookie. You got to have that, right?
So good.
I mean, come on. Then you have it's kind of hard to see with the light here, but you have snickerdoodle cookie, spice chocolate cookie, a peppermint cookie. Can't go without
That's the
peppermint.
one.
Yeah, there you go. I knew you were gonna like that one. Then you have a sugar cookie and then a sugar cookie with M&Ms on it.
The Sugar Mama cookie. Hey,
I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad cookie stroll to me. So it sounds like something that we're gonna have to do in the near future, Gray.
Absolutely, I will be there.
Oh.
And just a shout out to Epcot really quick. Christmas at Germany is the best. Germany and Epcot has such a good Christmas.
could
They
see
have a
that.
Christmas store like year round at Epcot in Germany. But
Mhm.
like for some reason you walk into Germany and it's like boom, Christmas everywhere.
Yeah. No Krampus though, thank God.
No Krampus.
Yeah. But they also have an Olaf scavenger hunt.
Oh yeah, I've done that too.
Did you?
I love
Okay.
Christmas, Jeff.
See, the
I
only
did all of it.
scavenger hunt. I wish I spent more time on Christmas with you in the parks, but I just busy time of year. I was too broke.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the only scavenger hunt I've ever been on is the one in Adventureland with Pirates of the Caribbean, getting that fast pass. Oh, back then a fast pass for Pirates of the Caribbean. So tell us, me and everybody listening, a little bit about the Olaf scavenger hunt then, because
Well, the Olaf scavenger hunt is still in the World Showcase, and there's a lot in Norway, obviously, because that's like where Frozen is. But you go around to the different countries, and you like learn about the holidays in different countries. Is basically all it. But like you like get to talk to different people, and they like stamp your thing and tell you a story and that kind of thing. But it's like very basic, but it's a lot of fun.
okay, yeah, it's just man. It's just getting me excited, and it almost makes me just seem like it makes me feel a little overwhelmed because I'm like, man, I got to do all of this stuff.
You want me to book a flight right now? Is that what I'm hearing? We'll get tickets for tomorrow.
Book a flight, dude. I'm already starting to look at apartments and houses and everything.
No, I'm for tomorrow. We're gonna go now. No, can't do that. Okay. Next week? We'll book it for next week.
Book it. Screw it. Book it.
I got days off to burn. No,
Frontier, baby. I'll take a backpack. I'll make it work. But yeah, no. So, I mean, Epcot is basically an animal in itself. It could basically be a whole kingdom of animals. You see what I'm doing here?
Terrible transition.
I know. I do it on purpose. But no, let's go ahead and jump over to Animal Kingdom and talk about that. I can't do smooth transitions. You know me. I'm just one of those where I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm done. You're next.
Well, over at Animal Kingdom, it's still the holiday season. And I know everyone's like, what do you do at Animal Kingdom? Throw a Santa hat on the rhino and call it a day? Absolutely not. Come on, people. One of the things I love about Animal Kingdom is the only park that the tree, because they do a big tree at every park, the tree is actually outside of the park. It's like at the front before you go through the gate.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. So if you don't have a ticket to Animal Kingdom but still want to see the Animal Kingdom tree, do it. Because it's a really cool tree.
It's a very specific looking tree.
It is. Yeah.
Very different decorations. Yeah, there's really no way to describe it.
Yeah. But there's so much at Animal Kingdom. There are all the characters dress up for Christmas. I remember when we were there, we were working there. I met Santa Claus Goofy at Animal Kingdom.
That's cool.
But like over in Dinoland USA, may it rest in peace. It's still there for now, but
not for long.
All the characters that are there, they have like the little character party thing. They all dress up in Christmas outfits. But one of the really cool things, especially about Dinoland USA, is there are lights on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because like all of the dinosaur fossils and stuff, like they are covered in lights, which I love.
Yeah.
Because one of the coolest things about Christmas is just like looking at all the lights. And Pandora is the same way. So in Pandora, they have like the big robot thing. That thing has like a Santa hat on it, and there's lights all over it.
It actually has a beard too. Have you ever noticed that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's got like a string beard that goes across. It took me so long to realize that was a beard. But yeah, it's a beard.
I'm gonna have to look for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look for that next time I go. And just like I mentioned earlier, Santa Claus comes on the little river things of the characters as they like drive by. There's not a ton of like other like Christmas specific other than like the decorations at Animal Kingdom. They still do like the bird shows and everything that's normal like that. And then all of the habitats, like the animal habitats, all have different decorations in there, and it's kind of cool because you see the animals like seeing different stuff and playing with Santa hats and like weird things like that. But it's not like a big difference. But they have the holiday music, and it's all like jungle-fied holiday music. I don't really know how to like explain that. But it's
I
like
mean,
Christmas
that's really
music
the only way to describe it, really.
played on like steel drums, and it's very like smooth, and I don't know, I
Yeah.
really like it. And then at nighttime they have a light show on the Tree of Life. That's holiday focused. But other than that, there's not like a ton. There's some other like holiday food options that you can find. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Oh, and one of the things I have to mention, at the front of the park, when you first walk in and you see the Tree of Life, they have these puppets. And I don't
I'm
know where
glad
they're
that you said this
from.
because I was like, maybe I missed it, but he didn't
No,
bring
no,
that
no.
up. So thank God you
No,
brought
no.
it up.
I love it. There are these puppets. I think I want to say they're Japanese puppets, but I don't really know like what they are. So don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But they are these puppets that they're made like into animals, and the actors, puppeteers that
Puppeteers.
do
Yeah.
them, yeah, are fantastic and like make the puppets seem like they are alive and killing it. And these animals are just there, and you can go up to them and pet them and hang out with them all you want. And they're all like blue and white, which
Mhm.
is like kind of snowy and mystical vibe all at the same time,
Yep.
which is really cool. So that's just like a fun little interaction you can have at the front of the park. And the artistry that just goes into not only the puppeteering but like the design of the puppets is really incredible. I remember there was a time that I was at Animal Kingdom with our friend Kylie, and it was around the holidays, and there was this penguin that just kept coming up and like putting its nose into Kylie, like into her leg. And it's just like the cutest little thing, because it's something that you don't think of, but the puppeteer, like it's something that the penguin would do. Like
Yep.
it's not something a human would do, but like something the penguin would do. And that's just so amazing. There's a polar bear, there are these like bird things, there's a couple wolves or dogs or something. So anyway,
Yeah.
really, really fantastic. One of the cool things at Animal Kingdom are these puppeteers, and they do a fantastic job in all that they do, and it's amazing. And you
I
should check it
think
out.
I think that might actually be my favorite Christmas involving thing with Animal Kingdom. And you know
Yeah.
that I'm not huge on Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is my least favorite park, but
Yeah.
going there and seeing those puppets and the puppeteers doing such an amazing job,
Yeah.
you can tell that people are walking into the park and they're already kind of in awe, especially if it's their first time and they're walking in, they see the big tree, Discovery Island, they're like, wow, we're in Florida, but this doesn't feel like Florida. And then
Right.
you keep walking down and you run into the puppets and people are just like, wow, they're mesmerized by these puppeteers moving them and
Mhm.
making them look so realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is amazing. It
Definitely a
really,
highlight.
yeah. Yeah. And there's not always, a ton, like there's the decorations and there's like a couple other things they do, but just that little bit puts holiday at Animal Kingdom, and it still puts you in such a big Christmas spirit.
Mhm.
And there's no party, like there's a party at Magic Kingdom, but there's not one at Animal Kingdom. And this year they just started having a party at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, they actually did. So yeah, it's Jollywood Nights. You're too good at the transitions and they throw me off. I'm not even gonna
Come
lie.
on.
No, okay. So it's funny that you even say that because Jollywood Nights I put at the very top of my Hollywood Studio like notes. I was like, I have to talk about Jollywood Nights 2023, the first year it's ever happening. They have Jingle Bells, Jingle Bam coming. Like it is in the Jollywood Nights special event. The only downside about this Jollywood Nights is it's a ticketed event. It's an after hours event. It ranges anywhere between $150 to $180, which it's a little high, but I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard that, 50-50. And people are like, it's a little overpriced for what you get. And then other people are like, oh, I'm probably going to go 2 more times this season. So, I mean, I guess it's just kind of what you're into. But, like I said, they got Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam coming back. That's a good show. You got specific characters that also show up and you can take, pictures with. One of them, which I marked on, it's going to be Powerline Max. I have never seen Powerline Max in the parks. I want to. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I got to get a picture with Powerline Max. In the near future. That's one of the characters you can take a picture with. Then they also have the Nightmare Before Christmas show at the Hyperion Theater. I'm not big on Nightmare Before Christmas either, but it's something cool
Yeah.
to see. It's a good mix of the holiday that just happened and the holiday that's to come. So
In my life, I,
really wanna
have
see
learned
it.
that there are people that really like Nightmare Before Christmas, and there are people that do not like Nightmare Before Christmas. There's not really a mix in between.
Yeah.
You either love it or you don't.
It's very
and I'm just a person
polarized.
that doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But-
very, very polarized of a film.
Yeah.
Of a flick of a film. I almost said flick.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the other things to do as well is Minnie's Dine or Holiday Dine. I'm sorry. So instead of going to the man, I just wanted to say Sci-Fi Diner. That is not it. It is
Five and Dime.
no, not Five and Dime. That's one of the merchandise stores. I just went so blank on it. But anyway, it's right there next to 50s prime time. I'm losing my mind.
Jeff, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can't remember. Anyway, it's right next. It's the restaurant right next to 50s prime time. I went blank on it for whatever reason.
I'm gonna try to pull it up on the Disney World app while you're talking.
Hollywood and Vine. There we go.
That's it.
There we go.
That's the one.
God, I was like sitting there, I had it in my head, and all of a sudden I just went blank. But yeah, so at Hollywood and Vine, they have Minnie's Holiday Dine, which is basically you still meet the same characters: Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, etc. But they're dressed up in Christmas theme. And I'm sure they probably have Christmas special like meals or snacks and desserts, kind of varying like they do at Epcot and Magic Kingdom, of course. But I thought that was a cool little take too, because little kids that love Christmas and little kids that actually aren't scared of character meet and greets, they're going to be like, oh, Minnie's dressed up Christmas. Oh, Goofy's dressed up as Santa. This is super cool. Like, take your kids to that if that is something that you're into as well.
Absolutely.
And Tower. Let's talk a little bit about Tower. You don't have to ride it, but you get to look at it. The Tower projection show. It gets a little annoying when you do work at studios. I feel sorry for some of the
bells,
cast.
ding dong, ding
Yeah.
dong.
Ding dong, ding dong. Every 15 minutes because it's basically a 15-minute show. Well, okay, so the bells go off probably like every 5 to 10 minutes. But if you're working on Sunset and you're working on Hollywood Boulevard like I was, you hear it. And then it's like 5 or 6 variances of shows. You got like Toy Story, Muppets. What are the
Can
elves?
we talk about those bells really quick though? The music in those shows is like so good, and the projections are really cool. But the bells at the beginning of the shows,
They're so obnoxious.
they're so much louder than the rest of the music. Like
Oh, yeah.
you're like, oh, it's Toy Story. Oh, and then it goes ding dong, and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Wait.
What?
If you look around, you have some kids covering their ears. That's how loud the bells are. But then the
'cause the
music
bells are
goes
so
back to
loud.
normal. So I don't know. And it's a cool projection show. I mean, I definitely don't want to crap on it. The only thing I'm gonna talk crap about is those bells. I do agree with you there, but I also have a love-hate with those bells because it's like every 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my God. But
Yeah.
what is that elf show as well? It's like Operation
But Prep and Landing.
Prep and Landing. There you go. Yeah, they have like Toy
Yes.
Story, Frozen, like with Olaf, and then they have Muppets, and then Prep and Landing. I think like
Yeah.
that's the 4 shows that they switch through.
I love Prep and Landing. I need to watch Prep and Landing. It's probably on Disney Plus. I need to watch it. I
Oh, it's
forgot
got to
about
be
that.
on. It's got to be on Disney Plus. But yeah,
So
that was probably one of my favorite skits. That and probably Olaf's. That time of year.
We love Olaf.
Yeah.
He's the best.
But no, yeah, Tower projection's great. They still do it while people ride the ride, but they turn the fake
Whatever.
screens off. We've talked
Whatever.
about that in the past. There are fake screens.
Yeah,
They turn those
we
off
have.
for the projections.
Yeah.
Also another thing too, when it comes to Hollywood studios, is that the vintage decorations, the vintage decor that they have, especially around center stage area. I think it kind of
Yes.
they keep it around 1930s to 1940s, but I feel like a little bit of it is possibly 1950s. It's a little bit of out of range of what they wanted to shoot for the front of Hollywood studios. But when I was younger, I was like, these decorations suck. Like, this is so stupid. But now that I'm older,
Yeah.
I have an appreciation for them. And I'm like, okay, this is like authentic, old, vintage, like just
The
nice
decorations at
Christmas.
Hollywood studios like give me It's like such a different holiday vibe, but at the same time, it's so cool. Like even inside the tree of Echo Lake, they have the strobe lights that make it look like the tree is sparkling, and I just love that.
Oh, dude, the way that Hollywood Studios is decorated just makes me want to walk around dressed in 1930s clothing and it's just like, hey, Christmas, it's a great time of year. Yeah, it's a great time of
We
year.
love Christmas time.
Yeah, look at that projection show. It's impeccable, But I mean, yeah. I mean, look at people that are listening and they can go to the parks frequently or you're going to the park soon around Christmas time. Go look in center stage. That's where majority of them I would say are. It's a safe bet, especially around by Brown Derby.
Jeff, for the people that don't know, can you explain center stage?
Thank you. Center stage. So as soon as you enter the park, you're walking down, you see the Chinese theater all the way down past Hollywood Boulevard. Center stage is going to be that little open hub area. You got Brown Derby to the right. You have Dockside Diner to the left and beyond. But it's basically just going to be that little opened up circular space for people just kind of hang around. And that's where a lot of people gather for the night show. That's center stage. It says it on the map. Like if you go park to park with maps, it'll list it for you.
Where Mickey's Sorcerer Hat used to be. May it rest in peace.
I feel like they need to put that in Echo Lake, but that's just me.
I think they should put it in my backyard. That would be kind of cool. But
you got to bring that backyard.
Me personally.
I do miss that thing, but I also do like how it doesn't block the Chinese theater anymore. There's a home for it. They just need to find it. It doesn't need to sit in the back in a warehouse. I can tell you that much.
My backyard.
You can make that a Santa hat.
Period. I should wear it. The whole thing. Everywhere I go.
Why did I say it?
They should make that a Santa hat though. Just have the ears and then like make it tall with the stars and the moon and the thing on it, and then put like a ball on top, like a little fuzzy ball on top.
Oh, it wouldn't be hard. I mean, if anything, just make sure that you can project onto it. Put it in the middle of Echo Lake instead of the tree. Actually, you can't take that tree away. Yeah, because Hollywood Studios.
You can't take the tree away. But you're talking about the actual hat. I was talking about merchandise. They should just make a Mickey Sorcerer hat, but make it red for Christmas and put a little ball on top. I would buy it.
Oh yeah, people would buy that for sure.
$45 bought in my cart.
I think that they should put this a little off topic, but they put the Christmas tree in Echo Lake, right? They need to put the sorcerer hat there in the off season of Christmas.
I feel like that would be so much work to take it up and down at Christmas time.
They could do it.
I mean, could they? Yes.
Will they?
Will they? No.
Put it on top of Launch Bay.
Put it
in my backyard. I knew you were going to say that. But yeah, since you went ahead and talked about various snacks and stuff as well, I wrote down some various snacks. Snacks are very important to me when it comes to Disney. You got a candy cane shake at Hollywood Scoops. I wanted to mention that one because you love Hollywood Scoops. Have you ever
I do love Hollywood Scoops.
Have you ever had the candy cane shake?
No. Now I have to come back. I have to get it.
Book it. Book that flight.
Book it.
Get on it. Then you have a Mickey gingerbread cookie. That's going to be at Trolley Car Cafe. So, I mean, that's a lot of times that's a super long line at Trolley Car Cafe. I'm good.
I could take it or leave it. I mean, it's a gingerbread cookie that's shaped like Mickey Mouse. Take it or leave it.
It's, but you got to think though, for us that go regularly, we're like, okay, cool, whatever. But people that go like once or twice in their lifetime.
Yeah, but it's just a gingerbread cookie that's shaped like Mickey. It doesn't taste different. It's just a gingerbread cookie.
You're really killing the vibes right
now. That is the reason I'm on this podcast.
Yeah. Welcome. No, I mean, I don't know. I'm very big on the whole picture thing and the posting thing. Disney is one of those places where social media doesn't bother me because if you're posting Disney stuff, I'm like, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So
Jeff is that person that if it costs $10, but it's shaped like Mickey and costs $100, he'll buy the $100 one, even though the $10 one is the same.
So
I'm just saying.
And that's why I'm on this podcast. But yeah, and then the last one, which sounded really, really good, was a hot chocolate lunchbox tart at Woody's Lunchbox.
Yes. Honestly, anything from Andy's Lunchbox is so good.
Mm-hmm.
All the food there is so good.
Oh yeah, super good. But yeah, I
Powered
mean,
by Baby Bell cheese. So
I'm
good.
I'm trying to think of anything else that I want to discuss Christmas wise, because I know like in Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios, they decorate, like Woody and Rex and Jesse and all of them on Slinky Dog Dash.
I'm so mad. You did not even talk about the best part of Hollywood Studios at Christmas time.
Okay, so good. You caught it. And you're gonna be talking about the Frozen show.
Yes, absolutely. How did you not talk about that?
I purposely didn't bring it up because I knew you were gonna be like, dude, are you serious?
You're a piece of trash. Okay, look.
I didn't want to steal your
Frozen
thunder
show-
on that because that's like your thing.
It is so good. The Frozen show at Hollywood Studios on a regular Tuesday is so good. But the Frozen show at Christmas on a Tuesday
On a
is
Christmas
like
Tuesday.
so good. It's actually the exact same show like at the beginning, but then at the end, when spoiler alert, Elsa comes out, and it starts snoping everywhere, they sing the song from the like Olaf's holiday adventure thing, and it's so good. And they all hold hands, and the tree comes up, and they put the lights on the frozen tree, and it's just it's beautiful. And Olaf is wearing a frozen bow tie. And it just puts you in the feels of Christmas because it talks about them just being together. Like, it's great. It's nice to open a gift that's tied up with a perfect bow, but the greatest pleasure of all was given to me long ago. Okay. And it just keeps going. And it talks about when we're together, it's a holiday every single night. It's all about being together with your friends, with your family. And that is just what Disney is all about. And what that Frozen show just brings more enjoyment. And so at Christmas, it's even better. But if you go at Christmas time, see the Frozen show. If you go on a regular Tuesday, see the Frozen show. If you don't see the Frozen show when you're at Hollywood Studios, you're wrong. Sorry.
Hey, you know what we need to do now? Okay, so
Go
now
see
that
the Frozen show. Genius.
Yeah, because I've actually never seen the Christmas version that you just discussed. So yeah, I do need to do that. However, just kind of thinking overall with all of these parks and all of these options with Christmas, you know what we need to do, Gray? We need to go on the People Mover in Santa Claus hats and make our own Christmas rendition
Of the People Mover.
of the People Mover. We need to Christmassy it up a little bit. We need to pepper some Christmas on the People Mover.
Welcome to the Transit Authority Christmas People
Edition.
Mover.
Yeah, Christmas edition People Mover,
People Mover.
which is better than the Christmas rendition / overlay of the Tomorrowland
It's the
Speedway.
best ride for people Christmas watching. For Christmas people watching.
Yeah.
Watching people at Christmas time.
Yeah. It's the best ride for people dream, light, wishing, watching. People watching.
That's funny. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
I need to like get the script and then like rewrite it for you.
Oh yeah, we could easily do
Honestly,
that. We can make
I
that a
would love
vlog
to-
in the future.
I would love to rewrite every like ride script as Christmas.
Oh yeah, it'd be easy.
Like, hello and welcome to Christmas, Soren.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Xmas version of Soaring. Hold on to your hats and glasses. That's Big Thunder, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's the wildest ride in the Christmas wilderness.
Instead of hey on Space Mountain, instead of the whoa 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 whoa, it's ho 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 ho.
Okay, that's good. That's really funny. That's really funny. Oh, that's hilarious. That's good.
But yeah, I mean, we could go forever. So I mean, anything else that you can discuss? Because I mean, if you could see, we've been talking so long that it is officially nighttime, and they have the dream lights. They have the dream lights right now behind me on Cinderella's castle. In my window that randomly popped up 2 ads, which I'm not very happy about.
The only other thing I want to mention is at Christmas, go to Disney Springs as well, because
Yeah, we totally forgot about her.
we did. And there's not a ton at Disney Springs. They have like a big tree at Springs, just like they do and all the parks. But the one thing I want to throw out there is it's completely free to go to. Really cool is the Christmas tree walk through. They have trees decorated for different movies, different parts of the park. And I just want to throw out, if you're at Disney Springs Christmas time, go see those trees because they're really, really cool.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, that is over by dude, what is wrong with my brain tonight?
It's over by the Christmas shop in Disney Springs. I
There
don't know
we
what
go.
that shop is called. But it's like over, I don't know what area to call it. But like when you get out of the Lime Garage, you turn to the right, you pass World of Disney and a couple other things over there. It's like back in the corner. But it's really cool. Go see it.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's kind of close to World of Disney, or am I wrong?
It's like kind of close. It's like towards that direction, but you keep looping around just a little bit, like behind Rainforest Cafe.
Okay,
Like behind.
God, I worked a 13-hour shift today, and I've gone blank twice. I feel bad, but
I'm Jeff. I'm so tired.
ho 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 ho
Ho, 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 ho.
That's all I hear
That's
in my
funny.
head now.
That's actually hilarious. That's hilarious. Anyway, if you love Christmas like I do, or if you hate
Hey,
Christmas
we do.
like Jeff does,
No, hey, I like Christmas. I like Christmas.
he likes Christmas.
Christmas.
I love Christmas. Drop a like on this video, a heart on this podcast, on Spotify, wherever you're listening. Follow us on Instagram at the Goofy Scoop.
Goofy Scoop. Yeah.
And subscribe to Jeff on YouTube. What is it?
It's at Jeff the Regular.
Wherever you're watching this video right now, that's where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to you guys. Well, I know that we won't be back probably. Heads up, we won't be back with the Goofy Scoop podcast until probably mid-January, just to kind of let the holidays float over. Because I know 2024, but I know that I'm going home. I'm visiting Texas during my Christmas. I know that you're huge on Christmas, so you're going to celebrate it at least it sounds like till January 6th.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, with that being said, I think it's safe to say that our next episode probably won't be posted until mid-January. That way we can all enjoy family, friends, and the holiday season. I don't want to rush
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a happy New Year.
And a
all, good night.
happy new
Yeah.
dong, ding, dong. I'm gonna have to play just a small, little smidgen of that, and possibly risk like a.
Here, I got it for you. I'll pull it up my phone. Ready?
Uh-oh. You were so loud, your mic was like, I'm not putting that in there. It cut
I
out
know
pretty bad.
it probably was really bad. Okay. Anyway.
But anyway, thank you guys for listening, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we shall see you real soon.
Bye.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase
For all who comes to this goofy place, welcome.
although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.